Hello and welcome back. Today we're gonna see a little Vestel board which got into the elite club of this... Bless me. Sorry. So, Vestel is joined to the elite club where actually the HDMI port starting falling down because the customer break one. That's okay, that's an accident. When all of them is falling down, that one is a little manufacturer issue, isn't it? Alright, so what can we do? First, we try to align the pins again. We're just using the common sense and the blade. Common blade, of course. If you just put between the two pins, is gonna be a perfect size. I used the same method before with the AM4 CPUs. I really like them. With AM5, yeah, that's an improvement, isn't it? We don't have to work anymore on the CPU. We have the mainboard. Yay! Okay, so we are working in 3 dimensions. It's not a problem if you give a little extra bend toward the mainboard, because when we insert the HDMI port again, it's gonna go against the mainboard. Now that's too much, isn't it? It almost looks like, I don't know, wave surfing? I don't know. Definitely not like a normal HDMI port. Alright, it's dirty, but otherwise it doesn't look too bad, isn't it? Just like the teeth of an average caveman's. A little bit here, a little bit there, but we have most of them. Alright. A little blue, and it's not dusty anymore. Now you would think, why are you bothering to fix this one? First of all, the customers want to take it back today because we want to watch football. Understandable. Second, if you know Vestel board, then you know the mainboard type, the model number, is mean nothing. So 17MB130S, that one is perfectly designed, this board. And another 100 different type. They all have different connector for the screen or different software for the screen, so we're working with different things. And also they have different, showing different logos, they're working with different remote controls. What you need is on the side, it's have a lot of numbers, and from that one you need a second sequence, which is, I think it was 8 digit or something. It's usually starting with a 2, and you have to match that one exactly with your model, otherwise 90% is not gonna work. Okay. So it was a nice breakage, so actually I can push it back just with hand. Now obviously that's not gonna be good enough, so we have to solder it after, but I wanna see if it's a perfect match or we have to clean it out the holes. And also I can see if the pins are aligned really well or actually that one is stuck a little bit, isn't it? I'm not a big fan of this 90 degrees HDMI port, by the way, but you know, everybody have some things. So what we're gonna do is just clean up a tiny bit the pins once it's warm up. Sorry about the focus, I try to adjust. Here we go, is it much better? I don't have to remove completely, I just make it a little bit thinner. If you remove 50% of the excess solder, then it's gonna be much easier to put it back. Now you would ask, why are these breaking off? So, I don't know. I can see these issues many times with some certain boards. Mostly I had issues with LG. It was a time when everybody just break off. And the customers bring it in. Also, we had problem with the area connection when that one snapped off. And recently, yeah, we have the PS5. Before, the customer had to drop the PS5 and, you know, the cable was a little bit shorter, but it stuck nicely. So it's ripped off the HDMI port. But recently, it's just, people just use it, you know, like normally. There we go, we clean up nicely this hose. Come on. Obviously, there's a lot of grounder. But yeah, Vestel board is not the, you know, top of the technology. Not many layers. If you're asking, I said the soldering, I don't know, it's around 470 Celsius. This is why the lot of smoke. Okay, just a tiny layer is stuck on the top. We're gonna make that away. Now, fun part, the customers only find 2 HDMI port. I mean, one is somewhere, but not here. So we're gonna put back 2 from the 3. But that one is still 2 more than the original one, isn't it? So why is it break off? I don't know. Maybe they used a different solder. Maybe it was a little bit colder. I don't know. But I know from experience, when they start coming, they're coming. And let's be honest, how long does it take? 15 minutes to fix these things? 20 minutes if you take the time to take apart the TV and put it together, furt it up. It's an owner's business. Not that hard. It's still not perfect. I can't push it to fully in. So we speed up the process. I'm not using the maximum heat, so I'm not sending 500 Celsius. Because in that case, things start falling out on the other side. I'm just using 350. I know, it sounds a lot, but trust me, it still has at least 2 layers, probably 4. Let's see if we can reach the mainboard properly. Here we go. Now this is nice, isn't it? Laying down. Then a cat in the sunshine. Oh. Good. Now we just push a little flux here. Obviously everything is pre-soldered because, yeah, solder is there everywhere. And after we just going through quickly. Sorry about the movement. Sorry. There we go. I can see something, you can see something, everybody sees something. Again, it's not a PS5, it's very easy. You just touch a little bit and it's gonna stuck nicely. I said nicely. That's perfect. Now we just wanna make sure the HDMI is not gonna fall out. So again, a lot of flux. (450°C on the solder iron. And bake it until you smell the sweet smell of the black horse whiskey tango flux. Perfect. If you tried and it's not working, it's really not a rocket science. We just solder the tip until it's warm up nicely. And here we go. You see? If you see this nice dome, then it's a nice soldering. If it looks like the iceberg what hit the Titanic, then it's not good. Alright? You want to see a nice, smooth blob. You see? That one is not good. Don't worry if a flux burn a little bit, we're gonna clean it up. Oh, by the way, I saw some comment. No, we're not getting paid for the Black Horse flux promotion or whatever. We're paying a bloody fortune to get here from the US. I just like it. Why? It's working. That's it. And it's really easy to clean up. And it's working most of my solder. Not everything. Not really happy about the low mass solder actually. I don't know what's happening there, but it doesn't like it. But the normal one, not an issue. Alright. Let's see the normal HDMI port. because these 90 degrees are a crazy one. This is going back perfectly. If it's not, you just clean it up the hose, just like we did with the other one. I think we should go with the usual method. What could go wrong, isn't it? Did you know we had a good heat wave? '40°C, almost. I mean, they say it's just 33, but oh my gosh, these English houses. Actually, in my shop, it's colder than at home. It's funny. Even when we use this kind of equipment in the shop. There we go, nice and easy. Nice and easy. I know, there is a stereo jack. So try to adjust the airflow that not hit the plastic connectors next to it. Now usually the pins are starting melting before the big holder pins. Because obviously the HDMI case is a chunk of metal on the top, it's not getting any heat. So there we go. So that's the last one. When the 4 pins melted, then you're good. Definitely on the back. There we go. Nice. Just hold down for a second. And it's good to go. Alright, I hope you enjoyed our video, and next time if you have a problem with an HDMI port, then you not just order a new mainboard, instead just repair it. It really doesn't take so long. I didn't cut out anything from this video. 90 minutes, that's it. Alright, take care, see you next time, and thank you for your support. Bye.